Ice chefs, nothing to mess around with. We have some messy weather we're going to have to deal with here. Michael Fisher's here with your forecast. Michael?
Yeah, Charles, the whole situation here is something that we don't run into very often in Wisconsin, where the warm air gets here first, just barely aloft, and the cold air kind of stuck. It rains, and then that freezes on the ground. Now, we have a low pressure that's heading our way, and that's what it's doing. The warm air gets here first, but that's a couple thousand feet up. It stays a little bit cooler at the ground. So what happens here, the moist, mild air rolls on in, it rains, but then it runs into this cold layer, and then it freezes on the ground. But then the mild air is going to roll in for everyone else, so any ice that we do see is gradually going to melt overnight on Sunday, going into Monday. We'll get to that in a little bit. Now, this is all of Wisconsin. Winter weather advisory is going right on into northeast Wisconsin. This is a winter storm warning, but not the winter storm warning that we're used to out to our west. This is because of some of that ice. Around here, winter weather advisory goes into effect tomorrow afternoon. This is what we're looking at our future snowfall accumulator. Again, when you think of winter weather advisory, you think of having to shovel a lot of snow, but it's 2 to 3 inches off to our north. Around here, maybe a trace to an inch, a little bit more just in our northern counties. Here's a look at future forecast. Now, tomorrow morning, notice that we're dry. No shading here, but when you start to see the pink, there's the Quad Cities. That means some of that freezing rain and sleet. Watch as we go into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Some snow, and then there's some of that pink. There's the freezing rain starting to develop for us, mixing in with a little bit of sleet at times. And then down to the south is the rain. And look what happens. As the night goes on, the rain starts to move in for everyone, but it's that transition zone going into tomorrow late afternoon and tomorrow night. We'll see some freezing rain falling, maybe 1/10 of an inch to 2/10 of an inch of ice, which isn't very much. But we don't see a lot of ice around here very often. So this is what it looks like as far as the timeline. Let's go back to that. This is in Milwaukee. To the north, you're going to see just a little bit more snow out of this, but between noon and 3, a trace to an inch for everyone. Between 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock tomorrow, it changes to some sleet, some freezing rain. It starts to mix in, and then more freezing rain, sleet, and rain. 7 o'clock tomorrow night to midnight, then it changes to all rain, so any ice will melt. But as far as snow, this is not a big snow maker, a trace to up to an inch, maybe an inch or two off to the north. So high temperatures, look at them popping into the 30s, even 40s, 50s. They're going to head our way, but they're not here yet. 23 currently, West Bend, Port Washington, 21 in Milwaukee. So it's still cold out there, and it's quiet. But as far as tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon, things start to go downhill. So look at future forecast. Quiet out there right now. Here comes that low pressure system starting with snow and sleet. Then it mixes with a little bit of freezing rain going into tomorrow evening, and then that changes over to all rain. So winter weather advisory starts tomorrow afternoon at 2 until late Sunday night for light snow, sleet, and freezing rain around here. But tonight, quiet, increasing clouds. Tomorrow afternoon, snow, sleet develops a trace to an inch, mixing with freezing rain, changes to all freezing rain, and then all rain tomorrow night. So things slowly going downhill, but then we start to improve things again as we go through Monday. As far as the ice is concerned, it changes to all rain, 42, and then look at that, Charles. Tuesday, rain in 53 degrees. So we go from cold now to a little bit of ice tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, to 53 on Tuesday.
That's a strange week.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Michael. Next.